Can a skeptic ever be swayed to believe in the supernatural? Meet Sarah, a woman of logic and reason, a skeptic through and through. Ghost stories, supernatural tales, eerie legends, they've never held any sway over her. She's a firm believer that everything has a rational explanation. And then there's the abandoned asylum, a place shrouded in whispers and shadows, notorious for its chilling occurrences. A place where the air is always a few degrees colder, where the silence is punctured by untraceable echoes. A place that many claim to be haunted, but Sarah? She sees it as a challenge. Her mission is simple yet audacious, to debunk the supernatural theories that have been woven around this place. To prove that there's nothing lurking in the dark corners, nothing that goes bump in the night. Unfazed by the asylum's chilling reputation, Sarah steps into the foreboding establishment, unaware of the horrors hiding in the shadows. Would you dare to perform a séance in a haunted asylum? Picture this: Sarah, a skeptic, standing tall in the heart of an abandoned asylum. The corridors around her echo with hushed whispers, their origins unknown, their intent unclear. The only light comes from the moon outside, its beams filtering through broken windows and casting long, eerie shadows. The stage is set for a séance. Sarah's preparations for the séance are meticulous. She places candles in a circle, each one a sentinel against the encroaching darkness. A book of rituals lies open beside her, the pages filled with ancient incantations and symbols. The scent of burning sage fills the room, a protective barrier against unseen forces. Her breath is steady, her resolve unbroken. She's skeptical, yes, but she's not taking any chances. As Sarah begins the ritual, the atmosphere in the room shifts. It's as if the air itself is holding its breath, waiting, anticipating. The flickering candles cast dancing shadows that seem to take on a life of their own. The whispers grow louder, a chorus of voices that seem to resonate from the very walls of the asylum. They're no longer echoes, but a symphony of the spectral, a harmony of the haunted. The tension builds, each moment stretching out like an eternity. Sarah's voice, steady at first, begins to waver as she continues the incantations. The temperature in the room drops, a chill that seeps into the bone and freezes the heart. The whispers crescendo, their voices merging into a single, haunting refrain. Then, silence. The whispers abruptly stop, leaving an oppressive quiet in their wake. The candles flicker one final time before steadying. The air grows even colder, and then the unthinkable happens. As the séance reaches its climax, a spectral figure materializes, and the room turns icy. The figure stands at the edge of the candlelight, a shimmering apparition of dread and despair. Sarah's vacant eyes meet its gaze, and in that moment, the skeptic becomes the believer. But as she'll soon discover, some truths are better left undisturbed. Have you ever felt the chill of an otherworldly presence? The spectral figure materializes before Sarah, its form as ethereal as the flickering candlelight. It's neither solid nor entirely transparent, but rather an unsettling middle ground. The figure, draped in centuries-old attire, exudes a potent sense of history. It's as if time itself has been suspended, the past eerily bleeding into the present. The room, once filled with the mundane hum of life, now vibrates with an icy spectral energy. The very air seems to constrict, as if the asylum itself is holding its breath. The temperature plunges, each breath now visible in the frosty air. Even the candle flames quiver, casting long dancing shadows that seem to reach out, attempting to grasp the intangible. Sarah, once a skeptic, now stands on the precipice of belief. Her rational mind wrestles with the undeniable reality before her. She is no longer a mere spectator in this ancient drama, but has become an unwilling participant. Her heart pounds in her chest, the rapid rhythm echoing in the silence. The entity, a spectral figure from a time long past, begins to speak. Its voice is a whisper, a gust of wind through the skeletal trees outside. The words it utters are not of this world, but of another, where the line between life and death is blurred. The asylum, once a place of healing, now echoes with the entity's chilling voice. The figure's words hang in the air, a spectral sentence that reverberates through the dimly lit corridors, reaching into the darkest corners of the asylum. Its warning, a chilling reminder of the unseen world that resides just beyond our comprehension. Sarah shivers, the weight of the entity's words pressing down upon her. The entity whispers a chilling warning. You shouldn't have awakened us. What becomes of a skeptic who encounters the supernatural? This question hangs heavy in the air, a chilling echo of the unthinkable reality Sarah now faces. Once dismissive of such tales, she is now living one, a twisted narrative spun by the unseen forces lurking in the abandoned asylum. The moment the spectral figure materialized, the world as Sarah knew it shattered. The icy chill that filled the room was not a mere drop in temperature, but a cold touch from the other side. A spectral hand reaching out from the shadows to claim her disbelief. The whispers she once dismissed as mere echoes in an old building took on a haunting clarity. Each whisper, a plea, a warning, a lament, swirling in the dimly lit corridors, forming a symphony of the damned. The asylum, a monolith of forgotten despair, is now alive with the screams of the tormented. These are not screams that reach the ears, but ones that seep into the soul, drowning out reason and sanity. The terror is palpable, not just a feeling, but a living entity that wraps its icy fingers around her heart, squeezing tighter with each spectral whisper. Sarah, once the skeptic, is now a prisoner of the very tale she dismissed. Her reality has been warped, twisted by the spectral figure's haunting words. You shouldn't have awakened us. The echo of that warning reverberates through the asylum, a grim reminder of her folly. The asylum, once a symbol of her skepticism, is now a tomb of her shattered disbelief. Each echoing whisper, each scream drowned in the shadows, is a chilling testament to the eternal horror that she has awakened. Sarah's world has been irrevocably altered. She is no longer the skeptic who walked into the asylum, but a living testament to the existence of the supernatural. Her eyes, once filled with dismissive skepticism, now hold a different gaze. They are the mirror to a soul touched by the spectral, the haunted, the supernatural. Sarah's eyes, once skeptical, now reflect an eternal horror. What happens when the veil between our world and the next is lifted? A question as old as humanity itself, and one that Sarah, our skeptic, found herself entangled in. As we navigate the chilling corridors of her experience in the abandoned asylum, we're left pondering the repercussions of her actions. Imagine this for a moment. Sarah, a rational mind, steps into the realm of the unknown. Her skepticism is her shield, a barrier between her and the spectral whispers that echo through the dimly lit corridors of the asylum. But as the séance unfolded, that barrier was shattered. The candles flickered, a spectral figure materialized, and the chilling words, "You shouldn't have awakened us," were uttered. These events, they challenge our understanding of what is real and what is not. They shake the very foundations of our skepticism, just as they did Sarah's. We're left to question, as she did, the implications of these experiences. What happens when we awaken something that perhaps should have been left to slumber? What happens when we poke and prod at the boundaries of our understanding? Consider the icy touch of the spectral figure, the screams drowned in the shadows. These are not simply elements of a spine-chilling tale, but potential consequences of disturbing the spectral realm. Sarah's vacant eyes, reflecting eternal horror, serve as a stark reminder of the possible repercussions of her actions. We're often told not to fear what we don't understand, but perhaps there's wisdom in caution, in the respect for the unknown. This asylum, with its whispers and spectral figures, serves as a stark reminder of this wisdom. It's a chilling testament to the potential dangers of crossing the line between skepticism and disrespect. And let's not forget the question that remains unanswered. What happened to Sarah? We saw her walk into the asylum, a skeptic. We saw her perform the séance, her rational mind trying to make sense of the supernatural. We saw her encounter with the spectral figure and the icy terror that followed. But what came next? What was the fate of our skeptic? Did she remain trapped in the asylum, forever a prisoner of the spectral figures she awakened, or did she manage to escape, carrying with her the chilling memories of her experience? We don't know. And perhaps that's the most chilling aspect of this tale, the unanswered question, the lingering doubt, the uncertainty. Sarah's story is a haunting reminder of the mysteries that lie beyond our comprehension. It challenges our skepticism, pushes us to question our understanding of the world, and leaves us with an unanswered question that sends chills down our spine. As we leave the asylum behind, we can't help but wonder what happened to Sarah. Her fate remains a mystery that sends chills down our spine.